committed non-violence. Now this time, obviously, Chinese side, there's gun. Tibetan side, no one, gun, sword. Right. And I think one picture, you see Chinese media is showing, one looks like Khamba, but if you look carefully, his face, not Khamba. And particularly his sword, not usual Tibetan style sword, but Chinese sword. So we heard about few hundred Chinese soldiers. Also we had some photo. We received a few hundred Chinese soldiers. Actually, you see, received monk's dress. Then dressed like monk. And that layperson looks like, supposed to be disguised as a Khamba, but sword, not Tibetan sword. So these, you see, things happen. So Tibetan side seems, I think, strictly following non-violent principle. And I think the Tibetan, not that foolish. Violence, almost like suicide. So they simply, you see, express their deep resentment. Completely through non-violence. I think our sort of information so far we get, I think people, and then few occasions, and monks and ordinary people used to come out, raise some cases Tibetan flag and my picture, then shoot on the spot. And I think this is some order in remote area. There is order. Tibetan come out from their monastery or their town, their village, shoot. Such sort of order in some area it happened. So Tibetan side, it seems, I think, very strictly non-violent. Just sort of out of frustration, right? They simply express like that.
Number 15 here.
Arnaud Miguet from France 2, French television. Your Holiness, I was wondering what was your views about the discussions that some of the world leaders have about boycotting the opening ceremony of the Olympics. What are your views? What would you say to them? What would you do if you were in their shoes?
My basic attitude about Olympics, I already made clear. Now this particular sort of question, I think up to them. They also have freedom. Whatever they find is appropriate sort of measure, they will take. I have no sort of authority to say, oh, you should do this, you should not do this. How? Even Tibetan. They say, if I say, oh, like Chinese, do this, do that, it's against my moral principle. I fully committed to democracy. And I follow Buddha. Buddha never said that. Buddha gave us liberty. Even, you see, he mentioned, oh, my follower should not accept my teaching out of devotion, but through investigation, through experiment by yourself. So, our master, real master, Buddha, this was also that kind of attitude. That poor Dalai Lama, of course, they have to follow that way. And in modern time, democracy, I think wonderful. Look, I always sort of make comparison. People from China and here, this country, India. India, South Indian, North Indian, East Indian, West Indian, different language, isn't it? And different sort of habit, different food. except Kashmir, some problem. Otherwise, all these basically different sort of community remain heavily one union, not by force. I think Kashmir is sometimes I think little force, I think. but generally, I think because of rule of law and freedom of expression, so some sort of different expression used to come here and there. But let them express. So therefore, India's stability, whatever some small things happen, immediately, you see, come out in the newspaper. Sometimes newspaper men, I think, little, passion is that. Feelings, what do you call? Sometimes you see the sensational. What do you call? Oh, you see sometimes you see I think some media I think fonts make little sensational, isn't it? Oh, no. Otherwise you see because of every sort of problem immediately come out, no serious sort of the problem. Other hand, in China, looks stable. Underneath, a lot of resentment. So the police rule, almost like police state, and rule of terror. There's something very living. So suppose that's the sort of method to unite. It's totally against the President Wu Jintao's sort of philosophy. He emphasizes the harmonious society. Harmony. Harmony, if you use common sense, harmony must come from heart, not out of gun. Perhaps if you treat animal, maybe stick, may work for unity, or herd to remain together. We are human beings. With stick, with torture, with killing, how can develop harmony, unity? Impossible. More rule of terror, more harm, more hurt, more resentment. That's the source of disunity. I think Chinese leader, hopefully, Chinese leaders should study more about human psychology.
As moderator's privilege, may I ask you to stay with the diversity of questions so that it's open to response. 31 here, please. You can raise your hand.
Hello.
Would you use the microphone, please?
One microphone, focus.
Your Holiness, this is Smita Sharma here from IBM 7 News, Network 18. Just sit and ask. So excuse me. I just wanted to ask you that from both your side as well as from the Chinese sides, different statements have been made through media. You said that you're willing to talk to them if human rights violations stop. Chinese authorities have said that if you give up on your claim for independence, they are willing to talk. Have you been officially approached for a dialogue, and do we expect to see the two sides talking on a dialogue table in near future?